Hello, this is Coaster Films. I'm going to be sharing you my top 10 coasters. Note, it is Coaster Films' top 10 coasters, not the world's top 10 coasters. So let's get on with the presentation. Number 10 is the Bat at Kings Island in Mason, Ohio. It is a fun ride. It's a very fun aero suspended roller coaster. I actually am a fan of aero suspended coasters, apparently. This is number one on the list. I'm not the biggest fan. I am a fan of this one, but I'm not the biggest fan of Iron Giant Cedar Point, which did not make the cut this year. Number 9 is Wicked Twister at Cedar Point. This is actually a really awesome ride. It's one of my all-time favorites. Also, I just love how launches you out of that station really rapidly. We get the head back when you whips your head backwards. Number 8, still behind the cut, and I've not rode it in more than a year. SpongeBob SquarePants Rock Bottom Plunge at Nickelodeon Universe. This is probably the only ride that has the longest name ever. It's probably the ride that has the longest name ever. I like the 97-degree angle drop. It's a Gerschlauer Eurofighter. This one goes up into the ceiling. It's indoors at the mall. It's at the Mall of America. If you ever get to the Mall of America, I recommend riding this one. And it's also the smallest. It's also the smallest Gerschlauer Eurofighter in the world. Number 7 is the Beast at Kings Island. This ride is just awesome. It's just plain old fun. It's just a fun ride. So just be gone. Banshee at Kings Island. This one's just fun. Also, it's not the best, I'd have to say, but still, well, it is one of the best. This made my top. It's obviously one of the best. I actually love B&M. Also, just to note, but this is one of the best rides I've been on. Not the best B&M I've been on, but still, it's a pretty decent one. The worst B&M I've been on was the Rougarou, which was actually my first B&M in 2015, which actually I thought B&M was not really good since I rode Rougarou, and that's actually a pretty bad ride. So number 5 is Maverick at Cedar Point. Oh, this is just fun with the launches and how fast it whips you around with those twisties, which that's a Rob Alley from Theme Park Review. And I took this from Insane Coaster Junkie also because he was doing it, and this ride is very, very twisty. I forgot we're in the top 5, but now we're moving on to the top 4 rides. Which, can you guess what number 4 is? I don't know if you can. It's Raptor at Cedar Point. I just love this ride. I just like how it feels. It's like making this vibrating noise while you're riding it. It's awesome. Just keep your head. My advice is keep your head forward and lean into the turns, and you'll get very little head banging. But if you push your head back into the seat, your head's gonna get banged up a lot. Let me just put it that way. Because the first time I rode this, I really didn't like it that much because my father, who I rode with him, he recommended putting my head backwards, but that actually just made me bang my head up. So the second time I rode, I kept my head forwards and just leaned into the turns, and that actually worked really well. So number 3 is the. Can you guess what it is? It is the Gatekeeper at Cedar Point. It is one of the best. It's my favorite ride at Cedar Point. I love how it goes up that hill. You do that wing over drop, the Immelin or whatever that's called. I can't remember. The airtime hill, I'm not sure. I just feel get a little bit of airtime on that thing. That corkscrew thing next. Then comes the gate holes. Which actually I didn't really think too much of them, but I thought it was cool. And then we go through the dive loop, I think, or is that I can't remember the names of all these loops anymore. I'm having a hard time. Then we go back by those keyholes. We do go through a helix, and that's pretty much the ride. I just love it. I just like the restraint and stuff. In fact, the first time I rode it, my father, when I rode with him, he said that look for the car. Look for the car while we're riding it, because he thought it was a fun idea. Now, I want you. I'm gonna wait here for like 5 seconds. Give you 5 seconds to like pause the video. I want you to put down in the comments and guess what my top 2 coasters are. So, just give you 5 seconds. So here goes the countdown timer. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Could you guess it? No, it's my chair. Sorry. But let's move on. Number 2 is Diamondback at Kings Island. Now, I might have hinted earlier this was my favorite coaster. Actually, after I rode it, I thought that was my favorite coaster. But after thinking about that for a while, I'm like, no, that's not my favorite coaster ever. Even though it's like 230 feet high, goes at 80 miles per hour, it's not my favorite. It's awesome. I love the airtime. It gives me like a lot of airtime. I think it's like the world's best in airtime. I can't remember. It's up there. But still, it's awesomeness. I just can't get enough. I couldn't get enough of this ride. I rode it twice. I had to wait, like, the first time I rode it, I waited 15 minutes. The first time I rode it, actually, the splashdown, that was not even... there was not even water in that splashdown at the end. Because it was like a hot day. I'm not sure why there's no water. It might have been just like it's so hot that the water just evaporate. But then like later in the evening they had the water in the splashdown, which actually I really didn't notice a difference except for water being splashed on my legs. That's the only difference. So number 1 is the Ravine Flyer 3 at Waldemere Park. This is like the best ride ever. Or wait, what's this? Oh, apparently I'm just kidding. This is number 30 in my coaster count list, or around there. Okay, so now you guys ready to see the real number 1 roller coaster? Oh yeah, this is a Insane Coaster Junkie thing. Also, he did this. Also, in his video, I'll give him another shout out. Just look down the link below. You'll see him. So number 1 is the Ravine Flyer 2 at Waldemere Park. Yes, you're probably like shouting at the screen saying, "What? It's a wooden coaster?" Actually, I know that, but actually, I am actually a wooden coaster fan. If you didn't know that about me, I actually prefer to ride these over steel coasters usually. But wooden coasters are a little hard to wooden coasters are a little more rare than steel coasters. And it's very rare to find some of the best ones. I know I said I like the Blue Streak, but I have having a really hard time remembering riding that. And I'm just not going to count anything against it because I'm not sure. Because I think that park's probably going to go bankrupt soon or something. But I do love that ride, but still. Ravine Flyer 2 is number 1. 60 miles per hour. I like... When I ride it, like, I'm like the most annoying person ever to be riding it. I like shout all the facts about the ride while going at the lift. I'm just really, really annoying. But at the end of this video, there should be another video. You'll see my video of the on-ride POV of this ride. So until next time, I'm Coaster Films, and I'll see you guys all later, Coaster fans. Bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's check this home. Players, keep your arms and legs inside the car at all times and enjoy your ride up to 12,000 pounds. Ravine Flyer 2, HG front row POV. Here we go. Have fun, subscribers and viewers and people who watch my YouTube channel. This is awesome!
for watching with a trade both like the station. The video will stop. Please, when the trade stops, please call and subscribe. And then I'll see you guys all later.
Welcome back, riders. That was your ride.
Yeah!
When the ride comes to a complete final stop, push down, then pull up on your lap bar. Exit to your right. Enjoy the rest of your time here on Plunge.